And sit on your bolster. All right. Good to see everybody. Bring your fingertips alongside you and go down with your legs and your hips, but lift up. Get some extension upwards. Have a bend of your elbows. Bring your outer shoulders back. Lift the crown of your head up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Take off any glasses. Feel your breath. Welcome yourself to this practice of yoga. We all come together to help, to heal, to uplift ourselves, to encourage ourselves. We've all got so many things going on. We just take a little bit of time to come to our mats to stretch and strengthen our bodies, to feel our breath, to become more present, and to be guided by something deeper within us, a deeper mind, a more infinite mind. As you inhale, raise your chest upwards, your breastbone. As you exhale, move your upper arm bones back. Move the shoulder blades down your back and forward into your back ribs. And maintain that lift, that expansion of your chest cavity into that space. Soften your face. Feel the skin on your face just softening, especially the places that tend to get creased when you're tensed or stressed or anxious. Relax your jaw. Tether your eyes and your ears inwards. Listen inwards, see inwards, and bring your head and your mind into your heart space. Be present there. And please join myself and all of us for 3 ohms. Lift your chest upwards and bow your head downwards into your heart space. And release your hands to your thighs with your palms upwards. Raise your head and open your eyes. Okay, and extend your legs forwards. I have a couple of hard blocks today. If you have other texture, it's fine for now. And then extend your legs outwards. Switch the cross of your legs and sit further back on the bolster, way back towards the back edge of that bolster. And if your knees are higher than the hips, add a folded blanket on top of the bolster. Add some more height on top of the bolster. And bring a couple of tall blocks in front of you. And you're sitting towards the back of that bolster. So we'll do Adho Mukha, downward facing, auspicious pose. So walk the blocks forwards and then concave your back. So press your hands down and pull your chest forwards and feel the shoulder blades move into the back. So get a little bit of a back bend and then move the blocks as far forward as you can. And then let your head come down in between the arms. And just, at first, you just want to like press down into the blocks with your hands and move your hips back. Make sure that you're sitting far enough back that the weight doesn't drop into the knees. And then once you have those hips back, the outer hips down, see, maybe you can move the blocks further forwards. One or two of you can move the blocks down to the medium level. You can see, as long as you can keep your front spine extended, and then exhale into any stiffness wherever you might encounter it. And then walk the blocks back. That's it. And switch the cross of the legs, and we'll do that again. Hi, Katie. Hi, Reginald. So start again with high blocks. Walk the blocks forward. And then, Ina, see if you can cross your shins like this. Yeah, just cross the shins. So one foot is under the other shin and sit further back on that bolster. And then once you've gone forwards, press your hands. You can even have fingertips into the blocks and lift upwards. So look upwards towards the 8 limbs of Patanjali's yoga. So get the shoulder blades to move in. Keep that extension of your front spine. Move the blocks forwards and then let your head come down. That's it. And feel those outer hips releasing down. Feel the inner groins, any place else that comes into view as you practice the asana. And then keep that front spine extending. Some of you can move the blocks one level lower, as long as you can keep the front spine extending. And really feel that you're hinging from your hips. So you're going forwards and your spine is going forwards. Feel that sense of direction that Guruji talks about, how important it is to have a sense of direction in each asana. And then bring the blocks back. Good. And extend your legs outwards. Good. And then move your props to the side and take a downward facing dog pose. And if anyone needs the ropes, just organize yourself at the ropes. If anyone needs a chair, organize yourself with a chair. And that can always help. So Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your hands at least as wide as your shoulders. But if you have sensitivity, go wider. Make your hands straight, unless it's really hard to straighten your arms. And then you can turn your hands out a little bit. Take your feet. Let's just do the first one with the feet about as wide as the sticky mat. And have your outer heels in line with your little toes. And spread your fingers and bring more weight to your inner hands. So kind of roll from the little finger side to the index and the thumb side. Press the sticky mat down. Pull your wrists up. Pull your forearms up. Pull your upper arms up and squeeze your arms straight. Make the bony parts of the elbows squeeze in. If anyone needs to come into child's pose at any time, that's fine. That's it. And at first, just let your shoulders come all the way up to the ears. So lift your shoulders all the way up to the ears. Yeah, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then maintain that length as you just pull the back upper neck muscles away from the base of the skull. And you get that length to come on the sides of the trunk. Come into the legs, pull up your legs, press your thighs back. That's it. Feel that tightness or, whatever's there in the backs of your legs, hamstrings, calf muscles. And then whenever you're done for now, come into child's pose. Have your big toes touching, your knees apart. Keep your arms extending forwards. Take your knees about as wide as the mat and sit down. And again, feel those inner groins moving down and apart. Feel your outer hips moving down. And then keep your hips down. You can press the hands down. It's that same thing we were doing in that pose with the legs crossed coming forwards. You press down first, you go back, and then keep yourself sitting down, but go forwards with your hands. Can you walk your hands further forwards? And then keep your hips down and just lift up just your head. Just your head. So look forwards and come on your fingertips. Yes, fingertips without lifting your hips. And walk your hands further forwards. Get that concavity in your back. Lift your chin. Pull your chin forwards. And then bring your head back down and your hands back down, keeping that length. And again, feel that sense of direction. As the hips are grounded or moving back, you're flowing forward with your spine, the right side, the left side, the front, and the back of the spine. Good. Nice. And then bring your hands alongside your head and start to come up. And we'll do Uttanasana. So come up to stand and just have your blocks at the high level. Mario, I'll get you a chair. You might need a chair for this. Or you could, even a wall. Yeah, that's for you, Mario. You'll just turn around and put your hands up on the wall like we do. Everybody else, take your feet as wide as the sticky mat. So the outer edges of the feet are in line with the mat. Have your two tall blocks in front of you. There you go. And then just raise your arms upwards. Be in Urdhva Hastasana. Turn your palms to face each other. Keep settling back into your heels. Keep lifting the front of the pelvis up. Lift the sides of the trunk upwards. Roll your outer armpits forwards. And then turn your palms forwards. If you have any back sensitivity, just bring your hands to the hips. Otherwise, come forwards, put your hands on the blocks or the wall, and look upwards. And be on your fingertips at first. Look upwards. Yeah, that's it. You can just look like towards the right where the mat turns into the wall there, Mario. Just look right there rather than, yeah, just look right there. Yeah, that's it. But spread your heels wider. Good. And then lean into your fingertips until your hips come right over the ankles. Keep that upper back moving in. Some of you can move the blocks lower, not you, right? Keep that upper back coming in. Pull that breastbone forwards. There you go. And then once you've gone as low as you can, keeping that concavity in your back, pretty good, Ina, that's it. Take your heels a little bit wider and bring your hips forward. Then pick up your blocks and move them forward, just like we did when we were in the seated pose, right? But don't let your hips go forwards. Once you're forwards, lengthen from your hands back to the hips. Just keep your ears level with the biceps. Yeah, don't let your hips come forward. So a lot of yoga is about proprioception. Do you all know what that is, right? Proprioception. I would just keep the hands up on the wall there, Mario. Yeah, just keep the hands up. Is where is my body in space? What is my relationship to space and my physical body? That's proprioception. Now bring the blocks back under the shoulders. Lift your chest. Yes, bring your hands to the hips with straight legs and up you come. Very good. Okay, now let's do another one of those, but we'll add a little bit of intensity. So you'll take this bolster and bring it to the top of your mat, which for you guys here is the orange wall side of the mat. And you have it, maybe like halfway up your mat, halfway up the mat. And then you just fold the top of the mat up. Yeah, just have the top of the mat there. Good. Okay, and then you have your blocks here on the rope wall side. And then just watch what I do. So you can even have the blocks, out on the wood floor because we're going to do a stretch here. So I have my feet about as wide as this bolster. You can use your blocks to help you come down like this. So this is what it looks like at the very beginning. It's just giving you more length on the calf muscles. So it's Uttanasana variation. Okay, so let's try that. So use your blocks to come down because it's a little bit of a balancing pose. Bring the balls of your feet up on that bolster. Take your feet about as wide as the bolster, and your heels are a little bit wider than the toes. You have to turn and have you face the wall there, Mario. So you want to turn this and face the wall. I'll show you. So you have this here. And then you can move this closer and then start to come down. You guys know what to do. I just showed. So come down and then concave your back. Have your hands up on the wall. So you want the ball mounds of your feet up on this. Let's walk this back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think you don't need this blanket. Good. Now concave your back. Does anyone feel a calf muscle stretch? Do you feel that? So get the balls of your feet way up there. Yeah, really get higher up with the ball mounds of your feet. Higher up if you can, much higher. Yeah, all the way up. Yeah, really high up. Can you get your feet any higher up, Gabriel? Get your feet higher. Also, Sydney, higher up, higher up. Edith, higher up, higher up. Yeah, everybody, walk your feet higher up. Yeah, there you go. Lift your chest. Lean into your fingertips and reach from the backs of your knees to the heels. Backs of the knees to the heels. That's it. And then lift up your blocks and move them forwards, just like you did before. So the same pose. I'm going to give you a chair now, Gabriel. Put your hands on the back of this chair and go forwards. Just the heel of your hand. There you go. And go. Yeah, that's it. So pick up your kneecaps. Let your head come down in between the biceps. Yes, there you go. Keep your hips right over those ankles. Now, can you lift up your toes? Lift your toes up. Lift your toes up. Lift the toes up. Press the big toe mounds down, the little toe mounds down. Have that spreading. Good. And feel the backs of the legs opening. Very good. Now bring the blocks back under the shoulders. Step off that blanket bolster, and then come up. And then just stand in Tadasana. Bring your feet together. You can separate your heels and your toes a little bit, have a little bit of space there. And then just notice, am I more in my heels? Does anyone notice that? The back of your leg is really down. But connect the buttocks flesh to the heels. Firm the hips in. That's it. And then interlace your fingers in front of your chest. Turn your palms forwards and raise your arms up. Raise those arms all the way up. Yes. So get your thighs back and feel. Can you still feel like the back of the knees going down into the heels? Lift your front pelvis, lift your ribs, and then bring your arms down, reverse the interlace, and repeat that. Go back up. Take your outer upper arms in, and see as you can keep your back ribs lifting, can you move your arms back? That's it. Open up the armpits. That's it. Reach up through those wrists. Keep reaching from the backs of the knees down into the heels there. Very good. And then bring your arms down. Great. Take this out so you can go like that. And then we're just all going to keep the bolster where it is in the center of your mat. And then stand up on this bolster with your heels. So before we had the toes up, now we're going to have the heels up. And bring your feet together if possible. Now, if you have a knee consideration and you need to have your legs a little bit apart, that's fine. Just make sure that your knees stay tracking over the middle of your feet. Otherwise, join your feet together. That's it. Join your feet together. Bring your hands to the hips. Press that bolster with your heels and bend your legs. Bend your legs. Bring your arms forward and sit into an imaginary chair without leaning too far forward. Lean the least amount forward with your upper body as possible. As if you're that's it. Shoulders away from the ears. Knees together. Knees together. Yeah, very good. And then come on up. Squish that bolster with your heels. There you go. And bring your arms out to the sides. Reach from the center of your chest, center of your upper back. Revolve your arms. Raise your arms up. Pull everything up and bend your knees. Arms straight. Arms straight. Yeah, squish that bolster. Try not to look down. Look upwards and try not to lean so far forward. That's it. Go back with your upper body. Back, back, back. Move the buttocks flesh to the heels. Buttocks flesh to the heels. Yes, arms back. There you go. And then come on up. Very nice. Turn your palms outwards. Bring your arms out to the sides and down. Happy birthday, Gabriel, right? Now you can try it again with the bolster. The bolster adds a lot, doesn't it? It really gets you in your heels, right? So otherwise you can do it again without the bolster. So I'm going to leave that to you. If it feels good with the bolster, keep the bolster. Otherwise, step off. So bring your feet together. Bring your arms out to the sides. Revolve your arms. Raise your arms up. Keep going up. Have that sense of going up, but then go down. Yes, buttocks to the heels. Don't look down. Don't look down. Look forwards. Connect the buttocks to the heels and then move the upper arms back. Upper arms back. Nice, Katie. That's it. Now straighten your legs, keep lifting upwards, turn your palms outwards and bring your arms out to the sides and down. Great. And then come off of your mat, let's turn the mat sideways. If anyone needs a wall behind you, let's make sure to take care of you so you can have a wall there. Good. Okay, so just stand in the center of your mat in Tadasana, facing the orange wall there. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to give these for my friend Mario here. And then bring your hands to the center of your chest. Bend your knees a little bit. Either step your right and left leg out or jump your legs apart. Jump those legs apart. See if you can make your mat more straight. Yeah, that's it. So bring your arms all the way out to the side so your feet are out under the hands. The feet come out under the hands. Yeah, see that? The feet. Take your legs wider. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now turn your right leg out from the top of your thigh. Turn your left foot in slightly. Spread your toes. Pull up through your legs. Yes. Feel this left hip come in and then visualize someone's holding onto this right wrist and they're pulling you. They're pulling you towards 41st Street. That's it. Now straighten your right leg. Some of your legs are bending. Push the back of this thigh down. Move it down. Move the back of this left thigh back. Feel your right buttocks come forwards and then come up. Yeah, train yourself. Train your legs to hold you. Relax your arms and then raise your arms. So feel the inner edge of this right foot, the outer edge of the left foot, straighten those legs. And again, feel the backs of the knees move down. So be more in your heels. And now visualize someone holding onto that right wrist, pulling you. Draw that right thigh bone deeper into the hip. Move that thigh down. Keep your left thigh back. Now turn your chest away from the floor and you bring your right hand down to your leg. Bring it down to the leg or to the chair. That's it, Mario. Good. Bring your left arm in a straight line with your right arm. Bring your right buttocks, your right shoulder blade forwards. Don't let your head drop, Gabriel. Yeah, pull your head away. Use the head as a device. Press your outer left foot and come up out of the pose. Turn your right toes forwards, hands to the hips. Deepen your breath. Let that breath flow. Raise your arms out to the sides. That's it. Now turn your left leg out from the top of the thigh. Turn that right foot slightly in. Good. Press down through your heels, spread your toes, pull up through your kneecaps. And now visualize someone holding onto this left wrist as you kind of gets pulled over. Pull it over. Yeah. And then draw this leg deeper into the hip. Move this left thigh down. It goes down. The back of your right thigh goes back. Don't go down, Mario. Go over. Go over. Pull your head. And then keep your energy in your legs as you come up. That's it. Relax your arms and raise your arms. So straighten those legs. Straighten your arms. Inhale as you exhale. Reach over. Reach, reach, reach. Draw that left thigh down, that right thigh back. Now turn your chest away from the floor. Bring your left hand onto your leg or the chair and lift up your right arm. Yeah, good. Straighten your legs. Feel that left buttocks coming forwards, that left shoulder blade. Reach up with that right arm. Press your outer right foot and pull yourself up out of the pose. Turn your left toes forwards. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and step or jump your right and left leg in. That's it. Good. Okay, let's do that again with that same bolster idea. And you'll have a block as you face the bolster. The block will be on your right hand side, so more towards the rope side. And you can always put, part of the sticky mat on top if you would like to. Otherwise, just watch what I do. So it's a little bit of a balancing at first. So be mindful of that. As I get my right foot up, just like I did for that Uttanasana stretch, right? And then I carefully take this leg back. So when I come into my pose, just watch first. I'm going to have my hand on this block rather than the leg since I have this. And we'll bring the hand to the hip and do some work here because it really helps to open up the back of this leg. Okay, so come on up. Now, the only person, does anyone know if they happen to hyperextend the legs? If you happen to hyperextend the leg, you can work with it, but you have to keep your leg a little bit bent. But if it feels too much, just do it without this prop, okay? So get ready, have your right foot up on there, and then carefully walk your left foot way back. And you have a heel to arch alignment. Raise your arms out to the sides. Yeah, straighten your legs. Look at my foot and then look at your foot, Ina. Yeah, that's it. Good. Pull your kneecaps up. Turn your inner thighs to the outer thighs. Yes. And then again, reach over. Someone's holding onto that right wrist. Draw that right leg in. Can you feel how it opens up your leg more, Sydney? Yeah, that's it. Open up. Now turn your chest and bring your hand down. Just start with a high block and bring your left hand onto the hip. That's not bad, Binu. That's fine. Push into the ball mound of your foot, like in between that, the big toe and the second toe, press there. Yeah, that's perfect. Left hand to the hip. So straighten that right leg. Yeah, that's it. Straighten it. Feel the back of that right thigh move down. Straighten your left leg. Turn your chest away from the floor. Turn, turn. Move the block lower, some of you. Maybe bring your hand flat or move the block lower. Turn your chest away from the floor. Straighten that right leg. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now, once you're there, lift up your left arm and pull yourself up out of the pose with straight legs. Straight legs. That's it. Turn your right toes forwards. Bring your legs together and move your block and bolster to the other side. Well done. Did any of you feel the back of your front leg more? Did you feel, yeah, the back of your front leg? You feel it more. Yeah, because we all keep it, sometimes we keep it a little bit bent. You know, it's just the hamstrings take a while. So bring your left foot up on that bolster and then carefully get this leg to go back. And you have, of course, a heel to arch alignment. Straighten your legs, turn your legs out, raise your arms, lift your chest. That's it. And then visualize someone pulling that left wrist over. Draw this left thigh deeper in. It might even feel like your hips move back a little bit towards the exit, don't they? Turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Bring your hand down to the high block and bring your right hand onto the hip. Yeah, good. Feel that left leg getting drawn in and turn that left leg out. Nice, Gabriel. Look how straight your legs are. Can you feel that? Open up the back of that leg. Move the right thigh back, head back. Bring the chair closer to you, Mario. Yeah. And then maybe you can move your left hand lower by bringing it flat or move the block lower. But as long as your chest is still turning, nice. That's it. Feel that activity? Yeah. And then lift up your right arm. Get the left buttocks under you more, under you more. Very good. Press your outer right foot and pull up out of the pose. Very nice. Turn your left toes off the bolster. Bring your arms and legs back together. Just feel that pose. Interlace the fingers behind you. Either have your feet together or maybe a little bit apart as we did before, but have an even space there. Roll the shoulders back, pull the knuckles down. Yes, and lift up through the crown of your head. Keep those outer shoulders back. If this bothers anyone's shoulders, let me know because you can use a belt. Reverse the interlace of the fingers and feel the buttocks, the front of your pelvis lifting. So it almost feels like your tailbone moves a little bit away from your wrist, doesn't it? Have your palms open like this and you're just pulling down, moving these outer shoulders back and then release. Okay, and now move your bolster back to that first side. And we're going to do Virabhadrasana 2 in that same way. Virabhadrasana 2 and also Parsvakonasana. So have your block there. Have the block. Okay, so put your right foot up. Step your left leg back. That's it. Good. You can keep your mat the same way. Good. I'm just going to put this in front of you in case you need it for extra balance and stuff, right? So see if you can have your right heel go to the center of your left arch. Yeah. Raise your arms. Now for this pose, Virabhadrasana 2, as you press this outer left foot, think of your sitting bones shifting this way. So shift your buttock bones towards your right heel as if there's a rubber band. So you should feel this left hip come in and then bend your front knee and get your knee right over the ankle. Make sure it doesn't come past the ankle. Some of you can move your left foot further back to get this right thigh lower. See if you can move that left foot further back. Yes, move this knee back, move this left thigh back. Keep your shoulders right over the hips, nice. And now reach over as if someone's pulling on that wrist. Bring your elbow onto the thigh. Bring your left hand onto the hip. A lot of you stay here. Check to see that your front knee is right over that ankle. Sometimes the leg starts to straighten. Yeah, in Trikonasana, it starts to bend. In this one, it starts to straighten, right? So bring that outer right knee into the right buttocks to get your right buttocks forward. Keep your left thigh back. Turn your chest up to the ceiling. Maybe move your hand to the block. And the block can be at the high level, the medium level. You can see. Yes, as long as your chest is turning, turn your abdomen up towards the ceiling. And then reach your left arm back behind you. Someone's pulling on that wrist. And then sweep it up alongside your ear. And reach, that's it, Gabriel. Yeah, reach from your outer left foot to the left wrist, roll your chest up towards the ceiling, and then lift up your left arm and come up out of the pose. Well done. Turn your right toes forwards, move your bolster and block to the other side. How did it feel when your knee is bent to have your foot up on the bolster? It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Doesn't it really bring the weight into the heel? Yeah, so we're looking, to bring awareness to different places so that we can improve the postures. So carefully bring your left foot there up onto the bolster and walk your right leg back, have a heel to arch alignment. And again, as you press this outer right foot, think of your buttock bones moving this way. So rather than this way, they move this way so that you feel this hip firm. Raise your arms, bend your knee. Make sure that your knee comes right over the ankle, not past it. Some of you can move your right foot further back to get your left thigh parallel. And it's still the back of this left thigh is going down. The back of that right thigh is going back. Keep your shoulders right over the hips. Now, visualize someone pulling on that left wrist. Go. That's it. Turn your chest away from the floor. Bring your left elbow down. Bring your right hand onto the hip. Yes. Keep bringing that outer left knee into the left buttock so that this left buttocks goes forwards, keeping the back of this right thigh back. Some of you move your hand lower. Go as low as you can go on the block, but keep turning your chest up towards the ceiling. The chest has to turn, and then reach the right arm back. Someone's pulling on that right wrist. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep it up alongside the back of your ear. Yeah, so your body is in an angle. Nice Binu. Go down with your left hip. Lift up through your inner right leg. Turn your chest away from the floor. Yeah, lift up your right arm, get your balance, and up you come out of the pose. Turn your left toes forwards. Bring your arms and your legs back together. Stand in Tadasana. Either have your feet together or a little bit apart. Roll those shoulders back. Reach down through your arms. Okay. Let's try that one more time. So take the bolster off, but let's try it without the bolster and see if it makes any difference for you. So stand in the center of your mat. The block is over on that right-hand side. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and either step your left and right leg out or jump your legs apart. Bring your feet all the way out under the hands. Turn your right leg out from the top of the thigh. I should have had you teach this, right, Sydney? Get your left hip to come in, bend your front knee. What you can do when you come to class, Sydney, if you want to teach a pose, just text me and you can for sure teach a pose. Yeah. Okay, so now reach over, turn your chest, Bring your hand down, maybe to the elbow, hand to the block, and sweep your top arm up alongside the ear. And just see if it comes any better. Does you feel any more natural in the pose? Is there any more freedom? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Turn your chest. So you use a prop and then you take it away. Hopefully it made a difference. Lift up and you come up out of the pose. Turn the right toes forwards. Yeah, move your block to the other side. And then we'll do it on the other side. Raise your arms, turn your legs, move your buttock bones again towards this left heel. So you feel this gluteus medius, the middle buttock muscle coming in. Bend your front knee. Remember your foot on the bolster. The heel really has to go down from the back of the knee down. Get this thigh down. That's to keep the back leg straight. Now reach over, turn your chest, and come down. You can have your hand on the block, the elbow on the knee, and then sweep this top arm up alongside the back of the ear. Yes, move your left knee back into your arm, move your right thigh back, nice Vinu. Just bend that front knee a little bit more and turn your chest up towards the ceiling. That's it. Now lift up your right arm and up you come out of the pose. Turn your left toes forwards, bring your arms and your legs back together. Turn towards with your hands to the exit and take downward facing dog pose. Downward facing dog. And just see how this one feels now. See how this feels. Straighten your arms, bring more weight to those inner hands, go back into your legs. Connect with your breath. Nice, Katie, that's it. You could move your feet a tiny bit further back. Okay, and then walk your feet forwards. And take your feet as wide as your mat, or some of you can have your feet just as wide as your shoulders and concave your back. You might have to reach for your blocks, So concave your back, lift your chest upwards. That's it. Good. That looks good, Gabriel. Yeah. Lean into your fingertips. Move the blocks as low as you can. That's it, Edith. Yeah, some of you don't need blocks anymore. You just have your fingertips on the floor. Better to use a chair there. Mario, pull the chair closer to you. Yes, and put your fingertips on the chair. Look upwards towards that clock. Yeah, that's it. And then some of you, again, you can walk the blocks forward. You can move the blocks forwards. Others of you, take your hands and your blocks out to the sides in line with your shoulders, and then you release your trunk down. So forward is more forgiving, right? If you have any sensitivities. Once you go out to the sides, you can probably lower the blocks or maybe even lose the blocks. Do you need the blocks once as long as your elbows are bending, maybe just low blocks. Yeah, keep leaning into your fingertips so that your hips stay right over the ankles. Yeah, that's fine. Walk your hands forward. Draw the legs up. Can you still feel the back of the knees pressing into the heels like we did with the arches of the feet up on that bolster? There you go. Now concave your back once again, lift your chest. Good. Bring your hands onto the hips with straight legs and come up. Very good. Now get your bolster once again, and you just put it here at this side of your mat. And the blocks will be here in front of that bolster, like that, tall blocks. Okay, and then just step your right foot forward, just like we did for Uttanasana, right? That standing forward bend. So remember how I was saying get higher up. I was encouraging everybody to get higher up. So do that from the get-go. And then carefully get this left leg back about one leg's distance. And you have a heel to heel alignment of your feet, but you can always move your left foot more to the left. You have to turn the back foot. Here's 60 degrees, right? And you want to turn the back foot to like 45 degrees. So you can get this left inner thigh back. And some of you who have a hard time getting the heel down, just notice when you raise the front foot a little bit, does it help get that back heel down, doesn't it? Yeah. So press that outer left foot down. Roll. Remember how I was asking you to roll from the little finger side to the big toe side of your hand. Now I want you to roll from the big toe side of your foot to the little toe side. So you press that left heel down. Get your left inner thigh back, lift up the front of the pelvis, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, look upwards, and then come halfway down. Keep reaching your chin forwards, and then bring your hands onto the blocks. Make sure that your legs are straight. Look upwards. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Bring the blocks onto the sticky mat. Straighten your legs and then pull that outer right knee back into the right hip. Yes. Feel maybe the foot on the bolster helps you kind of steer this leg in. Yes, into that hip. Pull your chest further forwards. There you go. Concave your back. And then some of you can take your hands onto the bolster and go forwards. Go forwards. Walk your hands onto the far edge of that bolster. Some of you can even come to the floor. Yeah, that's it, Natalie. That's it. Let your head come down. Others of you just keep your hands on the blocks. Keep looking upwards. Lift your chest. That's it. And then once you're forward, then you can let your head come down. Straighten your legs and even out your hips. That's it, Binu. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to the blocks. Shift your body weight into your left leg. Bring your hands to the hips with straight legs. Turn your right toes to the left. Bring your legs together. And we'll do the other side. You can keep your bolster where it is. We're just going to keep it where it is. Okay? So bring your left foot up onto the bolster and then carefully take that right leg back. Parsvottanasana. And you have a heel to heel alignment. Have your back foot like 45 degrees. So basically your right toes point to that right brick. Good. Straighten your legs. And with your front foot elevated, bring more weight to your back outer foot, big toe side to the little toe side. Lift your front pelvis, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, look upwards, inhale. Keep your hands on your hips for as long as possible as you come halfway down. Halfway down. Look forwards. Pull the front body forward. That sense of direction is forward with the spine. Bring your hands onto the blocks and lift your chest. Lift your chest up. So the legs need to be straight. So maybe let's put this chair here. Yeah, just your ball mound of your foot is up on that. Just the ball mound. That's it. And your hands can come right there. Yeah, look upwards. And then as you press that left big toe mound down, pull the skin on your outer left knee. Yeah, so this left hip goes back. Arms straight. There you go. Some of you stay here. Others of you, bring your hands to the far side of that bolster. You could also pick up your blocks and move them over there if you needed to. That's it. Good. And then let your head come down. And go forwards. See if you can bring your hands to the bolster, Sylvia. I believe in you. Now, what's the sense of direction of your hips that come in, right? The abdomen draws back. Can you go any further forward? Go further forward. Now bring your hands back onto the blocks. Shift your body weight into the back leg. Keep your legs straight, hands to the hips, chest up. Turn your left toes to the right. Bring your arms and your legs back together. Okay. So that's Parsvottanasana. So it's that pose over there in the corner you can see, and there's lots of hand variations. Right there, he's just holding one wrist. You can do that. You can also do it this way. You can also do it with Paschimma Namaskar. This is the classic position. So we're not going to do that today, but just so you're aware, you can also do it with Gomukhasana arms. So at first you have to train your legs, and then you try to do it without your arms. But we're going to do it once again with the arms and without that bolster. Okay, so just have your blocks over here. So just watch what I do when I come into the pose. So you're coming down and the hips are coming in, the thighs are pressing back. Hopefully they're a little bit conditioned. And then you're lifting up. I'm trying to get that evenness. It's hard, to tell. Again, that's that proprioception. Some of you will go forwards again, but some of you will go out. And then you go down over your leg. And these blocks can go lower as you just start to go down over the leg. Okay, so that's Parsvottanasana. To come up, you shift back into that back leg and you turn. Okay, so get ready. So have the blocks on that right-hand side. Stand facing me. We'll do it classically. Facing me, that's it. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. Spread your arms. Step your right foot near to the blocks and then step your left leg out. That's it. Bring your hands to the hips. Turn your back foot 45 degrees in. Turn your right leg out and turn towards those bricks. If your left hip is still back, turn your back foot further forward. Now, we don't have the front foot elevated, right? So some of you might need a blanket under the back heel. Yeah, you might. Steer the hips forward, lift your chest, look upwards, lift your front pelvis, and then come halfway down. Come halfway down. Don't bring your hands down first. Bring your chest parallel to the floor first. Then bring your hands down. That's it. Lift your chest, straighten your legs. Yes, move that left inner thigh back, outer right hip forward. And then some of you, again, walk your hands forward, go forwards with the blocks. Others of you take the blocks out to the sides and bring your spine over your right leg. That's it, Natalie. Yes, the spine kind of goes over the leg. Move the blocks as low as possible, those of you going down over the leg. But the legs need to be straight legs. That's the name of the game in this pose. Draw the abdomen back, either go forwards or down. Now come back to concave back, lift your chest, shift your body weight into your back leg. Hands to the hips, come up. Turn your right toes forwards. Well done. Move the blocks to the other side. So keep your left foot near to the blocks. Take your right leg out. You can always lift up your arms. The feet are like under the wrists. Bring your hands to the hips. Turn your back foot in 45 degrees. Turn your left leg out. Heel to heel alignment. So bring your consciousness into your legs. Press. Outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left foot. Put a blanket under that back heel as needed. See if you can turn that back foot further in, Gabriel, this way. Yeah. Take the inner right thigh back, outer left hip back, lift your front pelvis, look up, and then keep your hands on your hips for as long as possible. Come halfway down, just forward. Good. Now bring your hands down to the props. Maybe take a slightly shorter distance also, slightly shorter. There you go, good. Straighten your legs and lift your chest. So pull that outer left knee back, inner right thigh back, leg straight. Move your right foot more to the right. Yeah. If you have tighter hamstrings, take a wider distance in between your feet. Good. Now inhale as you exhale. Either walk the blocks forward or take the blocks out to the sides and move them down and go down over your leg. That's it. Yeah, just keep walking those blocks forward. You can even bring your hands up here if that feels better, but make sure that your legs are straight legs, Mario and Ina. Turn, those of you going over your leg, relax your head, turn your abdomen from right to left so it turns over the leg. Yes, can you feel that, Edith? And as the hips go in, you cascade down. Relax your hands, relax your face. Good, now come back to concave back, lift your chest, shift your body weight into the right leg. Bring your hands to the hips and up you come. Turn your left toes forwards. Great. Now bring your heels to the back edge of your mat. You can have your props here. Some of you will need them. A lot of you won't. You'll have to see. So bring your heels to the back edge of the mat. Raise your arms out to the sides and then step your feet all the way out under your hands. They're a little bit wider than we've gone today. Have the heels wider than the toes. Yeah, put the chair in front of you, Mario. Perfect choice. Bring your hands to the hips. Make your feet a little bit more turned inwards there, Ina. Lift your front pelvis. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest, look upwards. Come halfway down. Keep your hands on your hips for as long as you can. Look forwards. Don't let your hips go back. Pull your legs up. Now bring your hands lightly down to the front edge of your mat. Use props as needed. Lift your chest. Lift your chest upwards. Good. Pull the breastbone forwards, collarbones forwards. And then again, some of you are going to be walking your hands and your props forwards. Others of you, bring your palms flat, bend your elbows backwards, and then start to walk your hands back in line with your feet, and then release your trunk downwards. Yeah, and let your head release down. Nice, Ina, that's it. Straighten your legs. In order to get the head down, you have to lift the hamstrings up. The hamstrings have to lift, the calf muscles have to go down. Spread the inner thighs to the outer thighs. Those of you with your hands back, see if you can get your hands in line with the side of the mat where the heels are. And then release the head down. There you go. If your hands are forward, it's more like downward dog, right? Move your hands further forward there, Gabriel, further forward. Yeah, that's it. And straighten the legs. Now, everybody come back to concave back. Lift your chest upwards. Bring your feet closer together. That's it. And bring your hands to the hips and up you come. Stand in Tadasana. Just feel that pose. Prasarita Padottanasana. Good. Now, take your feet about as wide as your shoulders. Keep your heels in line with the back edge of the mat. So feet are about as wide as the shoulders. Raise your arms upwards and point your index fingers, middle fingers, and thumbs up. Yes, go up. Natalie, you could bring your feet closer together. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now, if you have, again, back sensitivity, just bring your hands onto your hips and come down. Otherwise, you come down and you bend your knees and you hook your fingers on your toes with bent knees. Look upwards. Look upwards. Arms are straight. You're like pulling on your toes. Arms are straight. Get your upper back to come in. Feel the biceps going forward. Knees are bent. Knees are bent. Knees are bent. Knees are bent. Reach down. Hold on to your toes with your knees bent. Bend your knees. Can you bend your knees like this and reach for your toes? That's it. And look upwards. Take your feet wider. There you go. Good. Now bring your hands to the hips and up you come. Very good. So that's the very beginning of Padangustasana, right? Learning to hold on to the toes. So some of you are going to be doing that now. The next thing is, of course, once I'm down, you start with bent knees, okay? And then you go to straight legs without losing this in your back. So if this happens, if I start to straighten my legs and this happens, then I need to have a belt. I need to have a belt or something on the bottoms of my feet. And some of you may need just to use blocks. You might have to use blocks under your hands. It's fine. Otherwise, you can have a belt here under the ball mounds of the feet. So just like we had that bolster. So I'm here with bent legs, and then I'm here with straight legs. And I haven't lost anything in my upper back. Still looking forwards. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so stay with the bent legs. Otherwise, you can try the straight legs, maybe with a belt underneath. Raise your arms. Raise your arms. Index fingers, middle fingers, and thumbs. Come down. Hold on to your big toes with your knees bent. Bend your knees. Grab hold of the toes. Yeah, look forwards. Look forwards. Take your feet wider, Mario. Wider, 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 wider. That's it. Pull on those toes. Now, some of you keep this in your back. You stay with bent legs. Otherwise, use a belt. Straighten your legs. Straighten. Arms should be straight. No, arms are straight. Legs are straight. Look upwards. Look up. Hips forward. Hips forward. That's it. Some of you stay with bent legs or you have to use a belt. Bring your hips forward there, Sylvia. Good. Now, hands to the hips and come up. So what happens for all of us in that pose? What did you notice happens? Yeah, the hips go back, don't they? So when you're here, what happens is as soon as I straighten my legs, what I do is I just push my hips back. Why do I do that? Instead of keeping my hips over my ankles. Yeah, it's a lot easier, right? There's less hamstring stretch. Your body's looking for an escape. Okay, now the last part is some of you, and of course you don't have to hold on to the toes. Those of you who have still the bent legs, so once I've gotten to here, then I just pull on my toes and I go over my legs, Padangustasana. And I'm rolling my buttocks towards my head like that. So it's a very intense stretch of the backs of the legs, right? Now, some of you let go of the toes at that point and you just take your hands out to the sides or even forwards. You can abandon the ship, but I do want everyone to have straight legs. One last time, raise your arms. Yeah, so you have to kind of modify for your body. Point those index finger, middle fingers, and thumbs up, and then come forwards. Hold on to your big toes. Start with bent knees. Look up, arms straight, legs bent. Upper back in. Some of you straighten your legs without pushing your hips back. Bring your, that's it. Do you feel that difference, Sylvia? Get your upper back in. Some of you take your hands out from your toes. Others of you bend your elbows out to the sides and go down. Yeah, that's it. Keep rolling your buttocks towards the head. Make your wrists even rounded. So this rounds these wrists. That's it. And it goes forwards. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Elbows forwards. Yes. No, do straight legs. Yeah, even with your hands on blocks. Straight legs. Hands can be forwards. See if it comes any better. Are your legs more straight than they were when we started the class? Now concave your back once again. Bring your hands onto the hips. Lift your chest. And up you come. Very good. Okay, so that was Padangustasana, holding onto the big toe, right? But now we're going to do that on our backs, but of course we're going to use the belt. So have your heads towards the exit and then lie down on your back. Have your belt and your blocks nearby. Have a belt and blocks nearby. And just come into Tadasana on your back. It might feel good to be lying down, right? After those standing poses. Have your head towards the exit there, Ina. Head towards the exit. So just come onto your back and lengthen your buttocks flesh, lift up through your chest, lengthen the back of the neck, and then just bring your right knee into the chest and interlace the fingers on the front of that right shin bone. Or you can hold on to the back of the thigh if that's better for your knee. And then just keep lengthening through that left leg. Make your left leg longer and flatter. Draw that right thigh down into the hip. That's it. Now put your belt on your right big toe mound and extend the leg up. Just bring your foot right above the hip, unless you need to slant it a little bit. Make sure to have, a blanket under your head and your neck if your head tends to fall back. And you're just pulling down. So just pull this right leg down into the hip. You're not pulling forward towards your head. See if you can hold with two hands. Yeah, that's it. Now, what happened to your left leg? So your left toe should be straight upwards. I wouldn't use a bolster under your head. That's too thick. Use a blanket there. Yeah, folded blanket. So pull that right leg down and then inhale. As you exhale, point your heel up to the ceiling. Point your heel up. Remember how the ball mound was on the bolster? It's the same stretch, isn't it? Point that heel up to the ceiling. So have the belt all the way on the ball mounds of your feet. Yeah, that's it. And point the heel up. I wouldn't use a bolster under your head. That's too intense. Use a folded blanket there. Good. And then keep that as you pull your right foot closer towards your head. Pull that right foot closer towards the head. And just feel the whole back of the leg opening. Now, what's happening with the back of your left leg? This leg is bending. Yeah, don't let the leg bend. Yeah, leg has to be straight. Yeah, that's it. Keep your face relaxed. Keep the back of the neck long. Very good. And then release, and we'll do that on the other side. So just extend through your right leg and draw your left knee into the chest. This is Ekapada Pavamuktasana. Keep focusing on that right leg getting longer and flatter. Pull the left thigh down. And then belt your left foot. Put it on the big toe mound and the little toe mound. And extend your left leg up above your hip, or maybe slant it a little bit away from your head and your chest, just so your leg can be fully extended. And then pull the leg down into the hip. Pull that left leg into the hip. See if you can feel a little bit of Parsvottanasana here, that pose that we did when one leg was forward, one leg was back. I was asking you to even out your hips, right? So you have to lift from your outer right knee up into your hip, and then draw down from the outer left knee into the hip. And then point your heel up to the ceiling. Point that heel up. Yeah, and it's a downward dog foot. Yeah. Like what I like to say is if you ever want to get your heels down in downward dog, you have to do this. Yeah. And then maintain that as you pull the foot in towards your head. Some of you can walk your hands higher. There you go. Keep that right thigh pressing down. Pull the foot. Bend the elbows. And open up the back of that leg. Yeah, nice. That's it. Straighten those legs. Very good. And then release. Very good. Let's do that again. We'll take the leg out to the side so you can have your blocks outside your hips as needed. Just put a block outside the right hip, outside that left hip, and belt your right foot again. And extend through that left leg. Press the left thigh down, press the right thigh back. That's it. Pull the ball mound of your foot down until the heel goes up a little bit. And then pull your right foot closer in towards your head. Yeah. So it's better to have the belt like across all of the metatarsals this way. Yeah, that's it. Good. That's it. Once you've pulled in, keep that sense of lengthening, but now lift just the ball mound of the foot up into the belt. So the front of your ankle starts to decrease. So like go towards more of a pointed foot. Ah, that's it. Yes. Good. And then some of you hold the belt with your right hand as high as you can towards the foot. Others of you hold on to the big toe. If the big toe is there, voila, you're in Padangustasana. That's it. And just bring your left hand onto your left thigh. Your left hand comes onto the left thigh. So either hold on to the belt or hold on to the big toe. Yes, Supta Padangustasana 1. Now bring your left arm out to the side and reach through that left arm as you bring the right leg over to the right without letting your arm bend, without letting the arm bend. Take it over to the right. Roll the abdomen to the left. Yes, that's it. Good. I would bring this block a little bit closer in, maybe like about here. There you go. Keep that evenness of your hips and your pelvis and your face relaxed. Come back to the center. Good. And just hold the belt with your left hand and just take the right leg across just a little bit. Now, those of you holding the foot, reach up and hold on with your left hand. Hold on to the little toe side of the foot. Ah, that's the position. Otherwise, use the belt. Keep your left leg rolling in. Move that right hip towards your left foot. So now this leg comes across this way, comes across. Good. Come back to the center and switch. Switch your legs. Bring that left leg up as you extend the right leg out. So focus on that right leg pressing down. Pull your left leg down into the hip socket. Hold the belt so your hands are apart. And point your heel upwards. Point your heel up. Yeah, point the heel up at first. So heel up, toes down. So like a downward dog foot at first. And then pull your foot in towards your head. And then once you've pulled in, then you can lift the ball mound of your foot up. And then hold the belt with your left hand or hold onto the big toe. You choose what you can do. And bring your right hand onto the top of that right thigh. Your left arm is straight. See if you can pull your left shoulder closer to the floor. Yes, keeping your arm straight. Don't let your leg go out to the side. So this is the first one. It's just straight up. Yeah, that's it. Pull it in. Walk your hand higher. You can go higher. Yeah, there you go. Now hold the belt with keep holding with your left hand. Bring your right arm out to the side. Go really slow as you take that left leg over to the left without any sense of tipping the pelvis over, tipping the chest over. Yeah, so take your left leg over to the side and keep reaching. See if you can keep your elbow up, unless that bothers your shoulder there, Katie, because we're trying to go for the classic poses. The arm should be straight, because you want to visualize that you're holding onto the toe. Yeah, have your arms straight. It should almost feel like your leg is pulling your arm out, giving your shoulder joint more space. And then come back to the center, take the leg across, hold the belt with your right hand or the little toe side of the foot, and then take that leg across without changing the position of that right leg. Yeah. Move the right hip towards that left foot. Let your breath flow. There you go. And then release. Bring your legs together. Raise your arms up alongside your ears. Just get some extension. Legs can be together or a little bit apart. Blow your buttocks to the heels. Lengthen from your hips to the hands. And then inhale. As you exhale, draw both knees into the chest and wrap your arms around your legs. That's the way. Draw those thighs down into the abdomen. Press your lower back into the floor. Yeah, that's good, Mario. Have any space between the knees. And then keep your knees bent. Bring your feet, keep your feet together and bring your feet to the sticky mat and come to Baddha Konasana. So knees apart, feet together, knees apart. Use your blocks as needed. And again, raise your arms up alongside your ears with your palms upwards. And just lengthen from your hips back to the hands. So today, we focused on the back of the leg and a little bit of the forward bendings. So see if you can now start to open up your front body. And you start with those standing forward bends, and then eventually over time, you start to go into the seated forward bends. Now bring your arms back alongside your body and bring your feet flat. We're going to do Shatush Padasana. Let's use the belt today. Put the belt around the front of your ankles. So I'm showing with Vinu here, lift up your knees. She just has the belt around the front of the ankles like that. Yeah, right around and then you bring your feet down. Your arms should be straight. Have your feet at least as wide as your shoulders. The heels are a little bit wider than the toes. Make sure your arms are straight, and then you lift up your hips and you pull on that belt and you press the heels down. Now remember, walk your feet further away from your hips there, Binu. And then remember the heels, when we had the foot elevated on the bolster, can you get that same feeling of the back of the knee moving into the heels? If you have a blanket under your head, take it out for this pose, yeah. And then come down, and we'll do that a few more times. Don't have your feet too close to the buttocks, for this. Have the feet just the ankles right under the knees. So once again, lift up, pull on that belt. Press, that looks good, Eden. Lengthen from the backs of the knees into the heels, and then suck the backs of the knees into the buttocks. Pull on the belt to lift your chest. Press your arms down, and then bring your shoulder blades up into the back. Yes, like that. Keep the back of the sides of the neck nice and relaxed. And then come down. Good. Now, bring your feet all the way together and separate your knees again for Baddha Konasana. And then walk your hands closer to the ankles. So make sure the belt, there's no looseness of the belt. Yeah, hold on to the belt as close to the ankles as you can. And if by chance the ankles are just there, you can hold on to the ankles. So get those outer shoulders back. Press the little toe sides of the feet down, just the little toe sides of the feet down, and lift your hips about an inch off the floor, but bring your knees to the floor. Hips up, knees down, hips up, knees down. Lift your hips up off the floor and move your knees down to the floor. Turn the tops of the arms out. So it's like a hybrid pose, right? And then come down. You're still holding the belt. You're still holding the belt and the arms are straight and you're holding onto the belt close to the ankles. So we'll do that one more time. Press the little toe sides of the feet down. Slowly lift up your hips, but move your knees down by externally rotating your legs and let your groins open. Let those groins really open. Hips up, knees down, pull on the belt to get more lift of your chest. It even feels like your arms kind of go under you, don't they? They kind of go under you, and then you come down. That's the way. Very good. Now reach for your blocks. Put them under your pelvis for Setu Bandha. Get them as high as you can. Find a configuration that works for you, either one block at the flat level, maybe one block at the medium level, otherwise 2 blocks at the flat level or 2 blocks at the high level. Yeah, you can see what works for you. But get your hips as high as you can, and then keep your heels on the floor and extend your legs. Extend your legs. You can take your feet wider. But if your legs are still bending for today, rather than elevating the feet, just take the blocks lower. And as you press the thighs down, keep lifting the front of the pelvis up. Turn the tops of your arms out so that your thumb fingernails go down into the floor. Make sure that your legs are more like in Tadasana rather than Shavasana. That's it. Yeah, so you roll the legs in. Let that block take the pelvis up. If it feels okay, maybe move the block higher. If it feels too much, maybe move the block lower. Can you get your legs straight, Mario? Have your legs straight, heels down. And if you can't keep the legs straight, just move the block lower. That's okay. Feel those thighs going down. If you got to the two tall blocks, go down to one singular block. Go down to one singular block in the center of the sacrum. One singular block. Yeah. And then everybody either grab hold of the side edges of the sticky mat or interlace your fingers around your tall block. Interlace the fingers there. That's it. Keep pressing those legs down. Turn the tops of the arms out. Good. Nice. Relax your neck. Make sure that your shoulders are down. And then draw your knees into the chest, and you might have to change the position of the bricks as you lift your legs straight up. Lift the legs straight up. Yes. And if you can't keep your legs up without straining, you put your belt on the bottoms of the feet. So put the belt and you hold the legs up. If you're interlacing your fingers, switch the cross. Spread the toes. Ah, that's it. And bring your legs right there. That's it. Keep your chest lifting. Keep relaxing your face. So it's a nice, strong version of Vipariti Karani. Hold the belt so your hands are apart, so your hands aren't stressed. Yeah, and reach up through those inner feet. Nice, Eden. That's it, Mario. And then see if you can really get the backs of the legs to open after that whole class. Are the backs of your legs as open as possible? Yeah. Okay, and then bend your legs, come down, take the bricks out, and prepare for Shavasana. You can have a blanket under your head, you can have a bolster or a chair under your legs. Push away any props you're not using right now. Take your legs about as wide as your mat. Take your arms also about a little bit wider than your mat. Make sure that your lower back feels lengthened, the back of your neck feels lengthened. And then once you feel like you're in a good position, feel your breath. Yes. Feel your breath, feel your exhale for your head and neck. Okay. Spread your hip. There you go. And then after your next exhalation, see if you can have a slightly deeper inhalation, like just breathe a little bit past where you normally might inhale. And then as you exhale, exhale past where you normally might exhale. And do that a few more times. Palms are upwards, feet are open. After your next exhalation, just inhale a little bit beyond your usual place, and then exhale beyond your usual place. And then just relax your bones. Relax your skeleton, your leg bones, your arm bones. Relax the muscles that move the bones. The leg muscles that we've been stretching today, the arm muscles. Soften your belly across your shoulders, and then feel your head, the skull bones, the weight of the head relaxing. Soften your facial skin. Uncrease your forehead. Uncrease the space in between the eyebrows. Deflate your temples and your cheekbones. Relax your lips and your tongue and your jaw. Rest your eyes and your ears. Be present in your heart space. Let go. See if you can relax a little bit more. And bring your hands onto your abdomen, deepen your breath. Bend your legs, roll to your side. And come up and sit. And just feel the energy, the effects of those forward bends. They can be calming. They can kind of help us settle down, but that takes time and practice. So whatever the effect it was for you, just observe that. Bring your hands to your heart center. Raise your chest way, way upwards. Bow your head down into your heart. Fill yourself with the love, the encouragement, the support that you and all of us need to move forward. Namaste.